Had a brilliant little night away last night. Nice little micro adventure. Headed from home and went down to the Gower. It's an area that I know quite well as for road cycling, and I've done a lot of running there as well, but never been there off-road on a bike. So big thanks to Martin, Ian and Johnny for the route tips. I had a brilliant little ride. The idea at the moment, I've got a lot of stuff to test for road CC and off-road CC, including all of these Alpkit bags, bikepacking bags, and it was a chance to put them through a test and do a proper ride with them. So last night did about, I think it was about 80 k's in total. For a lot of road to start from home, little back roads and lanes, really nice scenery, looking over Carrick-Kennin, and then down to our Ammanford, Gansworth, and then little roads to the Gower. And out of there, we started heading to do some off-road tracks up onto Kevin Bryn, where we had some absolutely amazing views of all the beaches. So you can see Three Cliffs Bay, Oxwich Bay, and stopped for a quick drink in a pub that was open, and finally fish and chips just before they closed, before camping up above Rossilly Beach, and it's just a beautiful spot. So I'm not going to go into too much detail on the bags, it's just their first ride, but just to give it a really quick insight into sort of what I think about these. So we have got a saddlebag, frame bag, top tube bag, stem cell, and the front loader bag. And so initial thoughts, this is the Enduro seat pack, and I've been really impressed with this actually. It's smaller than a lot of the others, but it means that a lot of bags can tend to wag. Because it's smaller, you tend to pack less in there, you get less wag. Can just fit a light around the strap there. It doesn't have any sections on the top where you can add extra things, so that's maybe one negative, but otherwise it's pretty good. One strap on the seat post, two around the saddle, and then one underneath. So in this I've managed to carry all my spare clothes, that's sort of down in there, my sleeping mat, and then I've got my Gatewood cape, and then finally a down jacket. So you can still get quite a lot in there. Really neat and compact, and that seems really good. Frame bag, this is just all sorts in here. So I've got a pump, headlight, toiletries, pillow, battery, extra water bottle, and then the pegs and the poles. So it's just a useful space just to chuck a load of stuff in. Ideally on this I would have put side loading cages, but just for one night it was fine, I can get away with it. The only thing I would say is that this has got two pockets. I've got absolutely nothing in there, and to be honest, I don't know what you would put in there. Maybe some paper or something. It's so thin that you can't get much in there, so that's my only sort of downside on the bag. It fits really nicely into this particular frame. See, it curves down here and then narrows up to the top, so the shape is really good. Multiple mounting points, so these are all adjustable the way you can mount them. So forget that one and that one, because that's for the top tube. So I've put one there, one at the back, and one underneath. But because this frame, can't quite see it, but it's got cable stops, so you can adjust these to go wherever suits on your frame. So that's nice. Up to the top tube bag, this one is absolutely huge. So this is all the food, although I didn't eat it in the end because we went for fish and chips. Just had some other bits and pieces. I got a removable zip tie which I use as a mini lock, spare lube, and of course a bit of a hip flask. So normally I wouldn't take so much stuff, but because I've had so many bags to fill up, I've had to take a lot of extra things. And there's pegs then for a ground sheet. Yeah, so I'll just flip the bike around then, see the others. So this is the stem cell. Quite a big little bag. It's a useful place that you can just access it on the go. One little drawstring, you can open and close this with one hand, although it's not so quite as easy to close, but there we are, yep. So that's good for stuff on the go. In this I've got my cooker, mug and everything sort of needed for cooking. And then because I needed to fill a space, I've just got a giant gas can, so that space there is all the gas can. So normally I'd put a mini gas into the mug to reduce the space. And then this is the Alpkit Kanga on the front. I don't know if you quite see the mount, but the way this mounted actually was quite good. Quite pleased with this. This is it's stayed really stable. A lot of bags that I've had, front mounted bags in the past, they can move a lot. Also, because of the way it is here, you can get your hands in. And from yesterday, I've managed to adapt the bag that I've got on the front, so I can still get my thumbs in just about. Only thing I say, if you have got narrow bars, you might be limited on the space. Usually I don't bother with a front loading bag, but if I'm just doing my own trips, maybe one thing is a pain. These are really long, so you've got to try and tuck them in to get them out of the way of the wheel. And in there, that's just my sleeping bag, and I've put it into a stuff sack, into a different stuff sack, because I knew it was going to be dry last night. Didn't bother with a dry bag, and that is a much bigger and heavier sleeping bag than I'd normally use. Again, it's just to make use of the space in the bags that I've got. So this is a Thermarest 3-season bag. Last night it was like 18 degrees, and really didn't need it. That's comfortable down to -6, I think. So other things I've got on test at the moment, so the Ritchey Outback, and I have absolutely fallen in love with this bike. It is superb for this type of riding, or general gravel riding, even road stuff. It's beautiful, really comfortable, some really nice touches on it. The front is just stunning. It's so comfortable, so smooth, handles really well. It's got all the fixings you need, really stylish design. So yeah, I think full review of that is going to be on off.road.cc soon, but big plus for me. And last thing I've got on to test at the moment, the gyro privateer shoes. Mixed thoughts on these. I'm going to ride them a bit more before saying too much. So just come up, been riding now this morning. We're leaving just before 7. Been riding for about 3 hours. Now at the top of Bethlehem Hill, looking down towards Llandilo that way, and Llangadog, where I live, just downhill this way. So a nice fast downhill, and then the plan is drop this bike off, swap shoes, swap bikes. I've got some other stuff to test on a road bike, so I head out for another couple of hours on that, and then it'll be a nice big day of riding. So thanks for watching. Hopefully it's been of some use. Like, full reviews of all this kit's going to be on Road CC, Off-Road CC at some point soon. And I'm going to keep doing little rides and little tests like this, and subscribe to get all the latest updates. Thank you.